better not try and play me. I'ma sit back and act like everything gravy when they slay it. I'm so player. Yeah, my bitch got some thick, she got some layers. I got zero toleration for a traitor. Little baby, I'm the richest in the club. Yeah, my pockets dumb as fuck. What the fuck? Nigga thought he was one of us. Shut the fuck up before I get you touched. Skinny diamonds on my chain. I love the gang, that shit gon' come up out them scrubs. Diamond speaking to that bitch like let's shut, got this shut. And I got that phone, they throw me, bitch, I back up. These pretty bitches.
What is going on, YouTube family? Today is Monday, March 2nd. I got legs today. I'm about to go punch that in real quick. I'll show you guys the pump. But to keep you guys updated on how this week has been, it's been good. I can't remember if I mentioned in the last book or in the last video, but I finished reading a full book. Seriously, the first full book I've literally probably ever read in my life. Just because in high school, I didn't really read a lot. And if I wasn't really comprehending it. So pretty much I just finished my first book. And then I'm halfway through another book that I'm also reading. That book that I read is called Pulp by Charles Bukowski. And then I started reading this one that's a series of poems. But I would rather go out and buy that book because right now my buddy's letting me borrow it. And it's kind of just like, they're not really, like, they're good, but it's not a book. It's a series of poems, you know? So it's not like it's not a book, you know? So I think I'm going to go back to reading the Brianna West book. That's the book that I'm about halfway through. So I'm going to switch back over to that one, finish that book off, and then look into some more books that I like. I got a few at the house, but I think I'm going to look into some more Charles Bukowski books and other ones that are similar like that. And then that's how the reading stuff's been going. I got 2 jobs that I measured last week, and I had 3, but 2 of them ordered. So I'm working on, I already got everything submitted for that. Pretty much just need to wait for the manufacturer to finish making the glass, and I'll be back out there probably in about a week, maybe a week and a half, because that was just on Thursday. I put that order in Thursday and Friday. So 2 weeks from then about is when I will go to install that. And so that's kind of how stuff has been on the business side of things. And then, you know, the gym is just the gym. This is the easiest part of my day in life because I've just done it so much. So been going to the gym and tracking the protein and stuff. So there's a little update on how everything's been going. And then for today, I might go check out some more books. Might go to the store, look for some more books, half-price books or something. Obviously, I'm about to go hit legs. There's some lights and signs I want to hang up in my room. And, yeah, so that's it. I also obviously have to read, too, as well, at some point. So, yeah, that's kind of what the day's looking like. This week, I don't have anything really major to worry about. All my stuff for the glass stuff will be pretty much ready the week after this, so this week, mainly just focusing on the normal challenges and stuff that I'm dealing with. And then also, I am going to switch the format of these videos up because I kind of got my schedule and consistency on the 75 hard challenge. But I want to focus more on making a video once a week for you guys, every week. So I don't know like the title of this, but it's not going to be 75 hard third week update. It's just going to be like a normal title, you know, like one of my normal videos. I'm not going to number them or anything, and things like that. It's just going to be a regular channel. So now you can, I'll be keeping you guys updated on my business stuff and what I've been doing and things like that. But I also want it to kind of just be like me talking to you guys about just anything, you know, that's aside from like this whole series and challenge stuff. Just me vlogging and sharing my life with you guys and how things are going. And I slowly want to also edit these a little bit better. So here coming up in the future, I might start recording these videos on like Friday and then spend the weekend editing so I can add in more sound effects, spend more time color grading and really even get better at that. All the background musics, transitions and things like that. And then maybe even just gathering up a couple clips and coming up with better stories and ideas to kind of talk about when I record these videos. One example that I kind of really like is Togi. He's a lifter, and he's kind of like a degenerate. He does a lot of gambling. He talks about doing steroids and things like that, but he made a YouTube video that I would recommend everybody go watch, and it says, "If I can, why can't you?" And it really helped me understand, like, really, I have that mindset already. Like, I can do anything if I put my mind to it, and you guys should too. Anything that you put your mind to, your mind is your reality. So you create your own reality, and what you think is what is true. So you have to continue to remind yourself, like, don't obviously be cocky, but remind yourself that you're in control of your life. And it is a literal fact. Neuroscience says that when you think, that is literally how it is. How you think is how your life will be. So you have to stay as motivating, self-motivating as possible, so you can continue to remind yourself that you can do anything you want. And so I already have that like mindset developed, but the format of that video where he continues to switch scenes, and he talks about different things and like this like kind of PowerPoint kind of setup, like he has his MacBook in front of him, and just the information he was giving was really valuable, but it was also really personal. He got very personal with his life and gave certain examples of like when he was in college and how his life has been and things like that. And so like I would love to do something like that where I could share my personal experiences and things that go out through my life, but also talk about how you can learn from these things and so forth. So that's just kind of an overall recap of how the week has been, what I got planned for today, what I got planned for the future. So I will go ahead and get in here and get the leg pump going. And I also have been sticking to the coffee and salt method now that I got my coffee maker. So this is kind of that pre-workout talk / vibe before I go in and get this pump. So I'll show you guys the leg pump, and then we'll see where the day takes us after that. Alrighty guys, well I hope you enjoyed that leg pump. I couldn't really get a good angle because like the way that I normally set the camera up, it's perfect for like any upper body. But hopefully I'll go through and look at it. Hopefully it was good enough. You guys could get a better view. My legs, I've been really happy with the progress on the legs. I've been squatting recently, mixing it with leg press as well. So I've been hitting like 275 for like 3 or 4, and it's just been feeling really good. So everything with that's going good. Right now, I actually have a lot more things that I had to do today than I thought. So right now, one of my tires is low on air. I got a little list that I'm reading from. So I'm about to go fill that up. And then I got to go get some caulk and the saw for for the jobs that I have. So I'm going to go to either Home Depot or Lowe's to pick up that. And then while I'm in that area, I'll probably check out some books, hit the bookstore, and maybe even read. And then whenever I get back home after all that, I'm going to get the golf set out, put the saw and stuff in here, and I got some stuff I need to clean out back here. So that's kind of the agenda. One thing I did want to talk to you guys about, if any of you guys have a business, one of the better things, like, now I'm not like prosperous in my business or anything, but I've always been business minded since I've been in high school. I started out with like a photography business and then switched to the real estate, and now I do shower glass, and if you even would consider this a business, social media and stuff like that. But none of them have been like overly successful, but I've done it and I've been through, and I'm still figuring things out. But one thing I realized that's helped me with my shower glass business is wearing like casual clothing with your business on it. Like this sweatshirt for me is very comfortable, and it has my business on it. So it's like, this isn't even something I necessarily wear to a job site, because, you know, it's kind of just like a sweatshirt. But, you know, people see my business, they see A+ Shower Glass, and they're like, hey, do you work for them? Is that your business? Like, I've had a few people I notice people looking all the time. It's just a matter of like if I can help them or not. And then I've even had like 2 or 3 people be like, hey, is that your business? And I got some jobs coming up. So if you have a business out there, I would recommend investing in some like casual clothing that you would just like to wear out. Like, I could wear this every day to the gym, so anytime someone sees me, they see the shower glass and they never forget that that's my business. So if you have any type of business like that, I would recommend maybe getting some attire that you would just casually wear, not even to job sites, that have your business on it, because, you know, you never know what people are going to see and what people need all around you. So Yeah, that's just a little bit of advice that I'd recommend. And also just always trying to be as professional as possible. Like, you see this, you would almost think that a company made it. Like, even though like, I'm just a one-man business. And also, like, I like to be very professional. So now I can take payments on site. A lot of this stuff when you're getting into a business is being professional, because when you're a new business, people already aren't going to take you seriously. You're Joe Schmo, you're the handyman, versus like a professional person who's been around for years and, has sustained a system that keeps their business going and has all the, liability and insurance on all their stuff and things like that. So yeah, that's just some things that I want to talk about, what I got going on today, and then what, some advice I just want to talk about it on the business side of things. But yeah, so I'm gonna go do these things, and I'll follow up with you guys later, probably when I'm either back home, finished doing all this stuff, or maybe another time in the car in between if I got something in my head I want to talk about. So anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Alrighty guys, first of all, I apologize for this horrid angle right now. I left my adapter for my tripod in my car, and if you guys know, earlier I had to fill up air in my tire. Well, it turns out I had a hole in it, and so my tire ended up exploding. So I've been at Tire Discounter for hours, waiting on them. They've been super busy. So after I kind of finished up today, I went straight to Tire Discounter. I was there all day. So sorry for the uneventful evening. I wish I would have had more to talk and go through with you guys. I ended up getting that saw and the caulk I needed for the job that I have coming up, but I'm working on everything with my car now. So tomorrow I have to get some spacers so I can put the new wheels on and things like that. So I'm gonna get all that taken care of. This is what my agenda looks like for tomorrow and the following days and next few weeks. So I have some things I need to do around here. I'm gonna do the brakes for my car on Thursday, because I know those need to be done, and while they look at it and stuff tomorrow, I'm gonna see if they can look at anything else and see if I need anything else done. But tires and brakes are getting taken care of this weekend. I got all the tools I need for my jobs coming up in a few weeks. I have to follow up with some contractors and things like that. And then I have to clean my room. Mainly I have like things I need to put up around my room. So this week I got a pretty busy week as far as that goes. But yeah, I have yet to read. I still need to read and eat dinner, so I'm working on that. So I don't really have much of a reflection to share with you guys on that. But this week, some notes that I wrote down from, let's see, when was 2/18? So I may have shared this. in my last video, but I'll go ahead and share it. Some notes that I had from the books I was reading were: people waste their lives searching for reasons to love rather than ways to love. So instead of looking for reasons to love, look for different ways you can love. Because love isn't something that you go out and find. It's not something you can create. It's just something that happens, So that was just a small note. I may have, like I said, I may have said these earlier, but the answer to your problem is probably a small change. You just don't want to make it. So if you have any problems in your life, let's say you're fat, the change is pretty simple. Eat healthy and go to the gym, but it's the doing it part that people try to avoid. So if you have any problems in your life, odds are the change you need to make. You just need to actually execute and do it. And then what you seek is what you find. The same way how I was saying earlier about what you believe in your mind is what is true. It's the same thing. Everything that you go out and look for and seek is and believe is what it is and what you will see. So that's how I'm going to end off today's video. Not my best, but as we go through, there was an unfortunate sequence of events with my car and stuff today, but next week I'll try and make it a little better for you guys. But anyways, you guys have a good rest of your week. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments what you like to see and how your guys' week's been and anything. But yeah, I'll catch you guys next video. Peace out.